All right. Well, if you've opened up your 401k statement, you know the last year hasn't been all that wonderful. In fact, many people have seen drastic cuts in their investments. So, how can you get your nest egg ready for the future during turbulent times? Financial expert Kelly Finnell is joining us this morning. Talk a little bit about that. You got a book in your hand, so
yeah.
Is that what makes you the expert? You've written a book?
I think so. And I'm even more of an expert when I'm out of town and have written a book.
I understand. What kind of retirement plans are best for folks these days?
Well, most people are participating in 401k plans. That's by far the most common type of retirement plan vehicle that's out there. So if you're fortunate enough to have survived and still have a job and work for a company that sponsors a 401k plan, that's the best thing to do because of the tax advantages and the investment options that you have.
There are some other options, though, your IRAs and your...
That's right.
Yeah.
Especially now, there is a new retirement savings vehicle called a Roth IRA that allows you to save money on an after-tax basis, but distributions, if they're qualified when they come out of the Roth, will be tax-free.
Yeah.
And so that's an exciting opportunity.
So how does an individual, somebody working for a company, know which one is best for him or her, and how do they find out if they don't know?
Well, first, you should almost always contribute to your 401k plan first.
Okay.
Most companies offer a match, and so that's free money. And so you can't replicate that by saving any other way. And so if your company has a 401k plan with a match, do that first. Some 401k plans offer a Roth feature, and so there are a lot of online tools where you can do some research and find out whether or not a traditional 401k or a Roth 401k is better based on your specific situation.
We talk about the 401ks these days almost as if it's a guaranteed money-making investment. Is it a guaranteed money-making investment?
It's not. The only way to guarantee your return in a 401k plan is to invest in a money market account or some type of account with a guarantee. Most people are investing in the stock and bond markets in their 401k plan. And what happened during the first decade of this year is that most people stood still. The stock market as measured by the S&P was down slightly for the decade, not just for a year, but for an entire decade. The bond market was up about 6.5%. So a person with a traditional 60-40 asset allocation made about 2.5% for the entire decade, barely kept up with inflation. So there are no guarantees.
Not great. Okay, if I own a business, what do I need to do to make sure I'm taking care of my employees as best I can?
There were a couple of new things that were added to the law last year that give you some additional opportunities to help your employees with their 401k plan. First, there is something now called automatic enrollment. And so instead of the default being if the employee doesn't do anything, he's not going to participate, with automatic enrollment, the default is that you participate.
You start out in it. And
so you get your employees started down the right path. There's also are some automatic investment type features, things like target date maturity funds, where a person doesn't have to make a decision about how they're going to invest their money. That's done by professionals for them, and it's adjusted for them as they get closer to retirement.
I always say, would you operate on yourself if you needed an operation? So let the experts do it.
That's right.
Kelly, thanks for coming on. Good to see you. What's the book, by the way?
The book is called The ESOP Coach. It's a new book that I've written about a different type of retirement plan called an employee stock ownership plan.
All right, good deal. Good to see you. We'll be right back.